Welcome to my show. This week's topic gonna be update. It's been 6 months and I sent letters out to the governor, email, and remember I got federal and state investigations. So I'm gonna give you a quick update on this stuff. But remember, the first thing we do according to our network is what people? We say those. I will support, defend, and protect the U.S. Constitution. That's what we do according to our network, people. So what we're gonna talk about is all the 6 months. I had not been posting much on Facebook, but I've been, like everybody know me, I use Twitter to do all my education. But what I do there, I inform, government agencies, the courts, politicians, media, educate people on I call policing for revenue. Like this video. What happening is because of my federal complaint, my state complaints, or my tweets, or my comment on social media, let's say government agency are taking notice remember I won in every level of court I've been to already, all lower level court. All I left to do, I can go to the state appellate court, appeal court, and the appellate and the Supreme Court. Okay, we're still negotiating on stuff I can't talk about. So I got an option, but I'll be filing a lot of ethics complaints against lawmakers, certain ones, like former governor Charlie Chris. He told not to do it. He went ahead and did it anyway. So he probably the first person I file with on my the Florida Bar posted some information how to file a complaint against an attorney, and I bookmark it. So I'm gonna start doing that coming up soon. Like I said, my Twitter, I do most of my education over it. So take a look at that, people, if you're interested in what I tweet. I do a lot of politicians. But there's some of them, there's some fake nonprofits, some fake advocate groups out there. Because they don't go to court. All they do is run the government agency, although they talk. See, the big difference is I'm going to start a social justice organization coming up. I'm looking right now, I'm looking for board members sitting on the board. There's things going on behind the scenes that I cannot talk about to be finalized. Here, one of my Facebook, last 6 months, I've been not putting much there because I've been taking it easy on my friends on Facebook, okay? Because I'm getting too much information on Red Light Camera Program. Too much. Okay, here we're looking at my YouTube update. Like I said, about 6 months now since November after the election, the FBI told me to get the government involved. And let's say stuff's going on I can't talk about. So, like I said, I won in traffic court, civil court, criminal court ruling, motions. I forced government agency to change some unethical practices that sent out notices to government, to say, hey, you can't do that no more, stuff like that. And what I noticed, what's happening is this, people, because I tweet with this. This is one of the court, Tampa court, and I file a lot of complaints or motions in that court, and I take letters to the chief judge, and let's say they know let's say Florida know I'm coming to force them to pay back all the money and pay damages. Remember, the violation notice itself is it's not a criminal infraction. So now the camera company who do all the stuff violate your privacy rights, privacy law. Okay. Now they illegally access the state database. Then they put false information in the state database. You see. Then they file false information with the court with the notices. Because remember, they didn't pay no filing fee or recording fee. That's illegal. You see what I'm talking about, people? So I'm going to show you some other articles similar. Okay, this guy, James, I met him. I follow on Facebook. I met him a few times at the events. He talked about the like called how poverty is criminalized. Yeah. What happened is your lawmaker is certainly very proper due process protection safeguard. Okay. There's basically two types of courts, civil and criminal court. Your politicians been writing laws to circumvent proper due process. Remember, on the proper due process, you've got to have a hearing. Okay? Take away your driver's license, force you to pay a fine. But you don't have to pay that. Because the 1983 case talked about that. Because I think it's in Nevada, the government signed a bill. But the point is, they didn't pay, like I said, you still got to pay. You can't, a thing called unjust enrichment. You can't keep the money. You need to pay that back. Then pay damages for false arrest. Like I said, they spend your driver's license illegally and put you in jail. Guess what? Remember, they say the traffic infraction are non-criminal. They lie. Okay? And I'm going to show you some of the documents that I put on here. This is like the most important Supreme Court case against the government. Basically, you lawmakers, commissioners, city, county, state, they violate your due process protection rights and safeguards. This would be check and balance. You got to be served to criminal court, okay? You don't have to respond to the letter because it's voluntary, okay? It's voluntary payment. And that's what they're saying. The government force you to pay a voluntary payment and suspend your driver's license without a court hearing. Remember, to take away your driver's license, you got to have a court hearing for that. They bypassed that. That's why I'm going to win big, because in my federal and state complaints, I'm getting feedback and they say, you know, you're right. And there's more to this I can't talk about. So this is the Nevada bill to get rid of sign. Like I said, need to pay back the money, collect false arrest money. This is not justice. Think about it. Like I tell people, courts seeing the red candidates violate proper due process protection and safeguard. And since I've been doing it for 5 years, I've been sending tweets or comment on subject matter to politicians, city commissioners across the country. And they're catching on because they know I'm coming to force them to pay back all the money. Yeah, privacy laws. They can't do that, what they did. There's a lot of unethical practices going on with the government agency because I filed complaints. And you got the Florida Attorney General trying to block us, violate your Article 1, Section 21, access to the courts. I'll be filing complaints against that, people. Okay, a quick recap. Last 5 years, I've been educating government on my complaints. State, federal, government agencies, media. They start seeing where I'm coming from, my point of view, my argument. Hey, maybe got one court rulings and motions and government agency will force to make changes. Okay, so I'm heading to the higher court, and I believe we can win here. Okay, and so like I said, I'm gonna try to get everybody money. Because it's not right. Remember, ignorant of the law, no excuse. It's applied to the government entity and business that profit from it, like the insurance company. The camera can put false information in state database. They can cancel our insurance, raise our rate. I did a video on that. They can't do that. So they get paid back on the money. There's a lot of, I'm going to give you guys a lot of money here. Because you're entitled to do it. Remember, you're a politician for the right law. Remember, you're a politician for to look out for your rights. Safeguards. Okay, but they don't. We're going to fix it, people. We're going to fix it, the country back, get our country back on track. So what you going to do when corruption draw help you? Thank you for tuning in.